And this is where the Coen brothers start to reveal what's really going on with this movie. At first, a little bit more gently, and then it's more and more blunt as we move forward. But if you really think about it, the opening of this film is a monologue. And that's where this "I don't want to run into something that I don't understand" quote comes from. It's a monologue that talks about the generations of police and sheriffs carrying guns or not. So it speaks to the violence of society or the trajectory of violence in society. So I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. But who are these people, the sheriff says? The sheriff meets with Llewellyn's wife. He promises that he will not hurt Llewellyn. He's trying to find him before Llewellyn gets into even more trouble. And right after this, he does find him, and Llewellyn has been killed off screen, which is the same in the book. It's off page. So it's interesting. The Coen brothers didn't mess with that too much. They went with it. This usually blows a lot of people away because they think this movie is Llewellyn's movie, and they think the core story question is, can Llewellyn get away with the money and all that stuff? And if you have 30 minutes left and he's laying there dead on the ground, it can be pretty shocking. And this is, to me, where we wrap up Act 2 and we launch into Act 3. And we reveal that this movie is not Llewellyn's, it's the sheriff's movie. And that's why we start with that monologue, which is the sheriff. And you don't see him, but you hear him talking about the world that he's in his perspective. And you realize that he's set up from the very beginning this almost analysis on violence in society. And we start to realize, or it starts to be revealed to us over the next half hour, we see it more and more, that this true story question is potentially, what is this world? What am I? What's going on? And then something that is very interesting for movies, what do you do if you're not the hero? Or what do you do if you're not supposed to be the core hero, the one hero, if you can't fix everything? And that question for a main character to be struggling with in a movie, sure, if you do that in the beginning and then you show somebody working out and punching a lot of punching bags, and then they become the hero, that works pretty well. But the idea of presenting this question as you're wrapping up a film, I've never seen anything like this, and that's not to say it's not out there for sure, but it's so well done, and it's so dangerous, and I think it works so well, and it's very interesting to me.